I'm Sajjad and I come from Pakistan. In India, many people know about Pashtun like Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. He was with Gandhi. A lot of people would have heard about Malala. So she is from Swat and I'm also from the same district. Got a Fulbright scholarship. So I went and studied in University of Arizona.
You have worked for the WHO, right?
Yeah. So I was reading about India and South Asia, Bangladesh. But when you go to South, like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, so the health indicators are like really high. It's like completely a different country.
PN has a long history of public health as an institution as well as public health activism.
After watching JBIM, I read about the South cinema, and I think the South cinema, in terms of like social issues, caste issues, I think South cinema is touching a lot on those issues as compared to Bollywood. That's what my sense is.
Do you see upper caste person's appropriation when she talks about people, the groundwork, or so in coastal towns you could see Christians from the scheduled caste who converted to Christianity, and then she went to madrasa, and when I was 5th grade or something she started wearing parda. There was this wave of Tawheed Jamaat and other Jamaats too. They were becoming more and more orthodox, and I see it as coinciding with the global Wahhabism wave.
True.
There is conservatism on rise on both sides, on Hinduism as well as Muslims.
People would ask me, why is all these international donors interested in eradication of polio in Pakistan? Let's say why? What's the reason? It was a lot, yeah. So people are asking why this many vaccinations. A lot of the doctors who I was working, they were just considering them ignorant. They hired like a lot of religious scholars and religious scholars and talking about vaccine is good and all those things. There's sometimes like a lot of the time governments are like brutal, right? They do military operations. It's happening in India too, it happens in Pakistan too.
Yeah.
But then the same government comes and gives you vaccine.
Yeah.
So people would be suspicious. Why the same government is coming and doing this thing?
Yeah. Tamil Nadu, when you consider that, is, as I mentioned, there is a lot of colonial mentality and colonial aspect of implementing things.
There was not enough competent epidemiologists to lead the government in that program. Basically, I'm working on how these land use and land cover changes will impact vector population and then vector-borne diseases. If you have heard about Ebola. So Ebola and a lot of like emerging and re-emerging diseases like Nipah virus. So all these diseases come, Zika too, like all these diseases come because of our interaction with pathogens and with wildlife. It's really complex. You have to use a lot of like statistical modelings and like satellite data. So it's just, remote sense data in GIS. Still, people are not like kind of tackling that in a way it should be.
It's something bigger than climate change. So you're saying that it's capitalism.